Okay. I asked him to come today and record this because it's Mother's Day month. We know Sunday will be Mother's Day. So today I want to dedicate this program to my mother, and hopefully she'll get to see this recording sometime. And so I'm going to sing songs today that remind me of my mother. And hopefully they'll remind you of your mother, or if you were a mother, and you had little children at your house and all those kinds of things. My mother was born in 1934 to sharecroppers back in the South after the Revolutionary War, and then after the Civil War, a lot of things, it was very hard to make a living. And then during the Depression, being born right in the middle of the Depression, that made it tough too. But she was the oldest of 7 children, and like I said, her parents farmed. And she said they never went hungry. She always had clothes to wear, not the greatest clothes, but she always had clothes to wear, and they always had good food to eat. And so she met my dad, Sam Knight. They were married for 59 years. And the first song I'm going to sing, we sang at their 50th wedding anniversary. That was in 2001. And so I sang this song, and I'm going to sing it for you today. Because if you have a mother and a daddy, there was a time when they fell in love. So this song is called Till There Was You. It was very popular in the 50s. It helps if I turn on the piano. Here's well, I was going to talk about this. Love songs lead to babies. If you're married, sometimes love songs will lead to babies. So after my mom and dad had been married a couple of years, my older sister, Sharon, came along. And then 7 years later, I was born. And then almost 4 years later, my sister, my youngest sister, Susan, came along. And we are all in ministry. My older sister was married to a pastor. They just recently retired, so now they're doing some interim pastoring work. And I was married to a pastor and now married to an administrative overseer. And then my younger sister, although she's not in full-time ministry vocationally, she's a nurse, and she does take care of a lot of people. And she's also the pianist at the church where they attend. So we're all in ministry. And, you know, when you have your children, no matter what other people think about them, you think that they have the cutest little baby face ever, right? So that's the next song I'm going to sing. It says that mothers hold their children's hands for a short while, but their hearts forever. And that is so true. I just came back from Texas where I saw my son. He's 38 years old, but to me, he'll always be my baby. And so I was wanting to read a little poem for you today. My baby, you will always be. My baby, you will always be, no matter where you are. You're like a little part of me, whether near or far. I counted all your tiny toes when you were fresh and new. Words can't express how proud I was that I'd been given you. Your tiny little newborn face I couldn't have loved more. And though your face was new to me, 'twas like we'd met before. And so each day you grew and grew as I looked proudly on, until one day I looked and saw your baby days were gone. But once my baby, you will stay that way for all my days. My baby, you will always be, and I'll love you always. And those of you who have children understand what that poem means, right? So I thought I'd lighten it up a little bit and sing a song called, got some more people coming in. Wait just a minute. Hi, Minette.
Everybody's so far back. What's going on?
They thought it was church and they're sitting in the back.
I'm just going to start preaching. Look out. Yeah, let's anything here. Thank you.
I know they'd like to sit by the wall for some reason.
So they can lean back.
Okay, so a cute little song about our children called Babyface. Okay, Babyface. You know, even though they're so cute, we all know that moms have to deal with discipline because children will be children. And sometimes children get into a lot of trouble. I remember the first lie I ever told. I was probably about 6 years old. My dad was in the Air Force Reserves, and he had come in from a trip and set his suitcase down. And my little sister, who was about 2 at that time, climbed up on it. And I guess I wanted to sit on it, so I knocked her off. And she started crying and pointing at me. And Mother said, "Did you knock her off?" And I said, "No, I lied." I remember that. And then another time, I was in the house bouncing a big rubber ball. That was a no-no. I was told not to do that. I knew better. But I was bouncing that big rubber ball, and I bounced it way up high. It hit the light fixture and broke it. That was back when tent dresses were popular. I ran to the couch and put my legs up underneath my dress because I knew that I was going to get a switching, and I did. Now, if I had known this song, the song I'm going to sing now, if I'd known that then, this song, I would have sang this to my mother. I started singing in church when I was 2, so I could have sang. So I would have probably, but unfortunately this song wasn't written for many years later. But here's a song that I could have sang, and maybe Mother would have went easy on me. He's still working on me to make me what I ought to be. Hey Mama, it took him just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and patient he must be. Oh, he's still working on me. There really ought to be a sign upon my heart. Don't judge her yet, there's an unfinished part. But I'll be perfect just according to his plan, fashioned by the Master's loving hand. He's still working on me to make me what I ought to be. It took him just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and patient he must be, 'cause he's still working on me. The mirror of his word, reflections that I see, make me wonder why he never gave up on me. But he loves me as I am and helps me when I pray. Remember, he's the potter, I'm the clay, and he's still working on me to make me what I ought to be. It took him just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and patient he must be. He's still working on me. How loving and patient he must be. He's still working on me. He's still working on you. He's still working on us all. Amen. Well, that song might have worked on my mother because she was a God-fearing woman, and she firmly believed in God and taught her children to believe in God. And I think that she would like this song today. Hope you'll like it too. It's a song about belief in something bigger than you and me. It's called I Believe. I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe, I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard. I believe that somewhere in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I thought it was kind of funny. The first part of the second verse said, I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard. Well, my grandmother had trouble believing that. She was in a terrible tornado when she was a child, a little girl. There was a tornado came through and killed a lot of people, destroyed homes, the hospital, the little hospital in the town. And she was so young that it made a great impression on her. So she was very afraid of storms and very scared. And my mom was raised that way, so she did not want to pass that fear on to us. So when it would come up a bad cloud, in the South we called it was coming up a cloud. So when it would come up a cloud, she would make us come in, of course, and get away from the windows, but she didn't make us afraid. And I remember one time looking out the window and a lightning bolt hit this big, huge oak tree, and the branch, it was about this big around, it just fell off. But instead of us being afraid, she would just say, okay, let's pray. Let's ask the Lord to help us and to protect us. And so that was what we would do. And so my mom passed on the belief that there was somebody bigger than you and I who was watching out for us. So this song reminds me of my mom because of that. Somebody bigger than you and I. Who made the mountain? Who made the tree? Who made the river to flow to the sea? And who hung the moon in the starry sky? Somebody bigger than you and I. Who makes the flowers bloom in the spring? Who writes the song for the robin to sing? And who sends the rain when the earth is dry? Somebody bigger than you and I. He lights the way when the road is long, keeps you company, with love to guide you. He walks beside you, just like he walks with me. When I am weary, filled with despair, who gives me courage to go on from there? And who gives me faith that will never die? Somebody bigger than you and you and My mom worked to make sure we had proper clothes and shoes and piano lessons and money to help for the activities, spending money, things we wanted to do. She and my father, but I'm talking about her today, but she supported missionaries and helped those who had a need. I remember people coming to our door asking for things, and she would let them, back then we had door-to-door salesmen, and so she would let them come in and show their product, and sometimes she would buy things, and so she was always helping other people. And then after my dad's diagnosis of Alzheimer's, I really saw her model sacrificial love. She was stuck there with him and helped him and took care of him until his death. And so this song, I feel like, the next song describes my mom and so many mothers. I'm sure your mom and you too as a mother. There's a quote that says, "Mother is a verb. It's something you do, not just who you are." Mother is a verb. So this song says, if I can help somebody. can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or song, if I can show somebody he is traveling wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. Then my living shall not be in vain. Then my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain. If I can do my duty as a good man ought, if I can bring back beauty to a world abroad, if I can spread love's message that the Master taught, then my living shall not be in vain. Then my living shall not be in vain. Then my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain. If I can help one person as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain. Thank you. Here's a little poem that I liked, written to mothers. God gave you to me as a gift from above to teach me life's lessons and shower me with love. That's so true. But mothers not only teach us, I think mothers also inspire us. They see something in their kids a lot of times that other people don't see, but they see it and they'll inspire us and they'll give us a cheer and come on, I know you can do it. They'll see some talent in us and they'll cheer us on. So I think that most mothers would like this song, made famous in The Sound of Music, called Climb Every Mountain. Climb every mountain. You can do it. Go out there, put your shoes on, and climb up that mountain. So.